Welcome back to Reality Talks. I'm your host Karthik, and today we are diving deep into something literally determines whether your business idea will make you rich or leave you broke. The, that is business models. Yes, today we are talking about B2B, B2C, and the increasingly popular FOCO model. Stick around because by the end of the episode, you will exactly know which model fits your business. You know what's crazy? I met entrepreneurs every single day who have brilliant ideas but absolutely no clue about their business model. They will tell me, Karthik, I want to start a tech company, and I will ask who's paying you. Isn't just a fancy MBA term. It's literally how you make money. It's the difference between the next unicorn startup and being that person who spent uh, and being that person who spent that nobody wants to pay for. Today, we are breaking down the three most important models every entrepreneur needs to understand. And I'm not giving a textbook of business, and we are talking real life examples, real numbers, and real talk about what works and what doesn't. Business to business. This is where customers, uh, customers are other businesses, not individual customers. What makes B2B special? First, the money. B2B deals are typically much larger, while that of the consumer or pay lesser, right? For example, if you want your client customer to spend $50 for the thing on your app, he might spend. But a business pays you way rather than more than that. It might pay you $5,000 per month for the same functionality. Why? Because business understand good tools cost way much money, right? Take for example, Salesforce. They don't sell to you and me. They sell to companies who need to manage their customer relationships, right? Their average deal size is over 150K per year per customer. That's the power of B2B. Try to understand it. And the reality check about B2B. Higher revenue per it offers you higher revenue per customer, longer customer relationships, more predictable incomes through contracts. And the challenging parts include longer cycles. You might spend 6 to 18 months convincing a company to buy your product, and it's a worthful deal to make, right? And you just fancy your business model isn't just a fancy MBA. Isn't just a fancy MBA term. It's literally how you make money. It's literally how you make money. It's the difference between the next unicorn startup and being that person who spent uh, but- and being that person who spent that nobody wants to pay for. Today, we are breaking down the three most important models every entrepreneur needs to understand. And I'm not giving a textbook of business, and we are talking real life examples, real numbers, and real talk about what works and what doesn't. Business to business. This is where customers customers are other businesses, not individual customers. What makes B2B special? First, the money. B2B deals are typically much larger, while that of the consumer or pay lesser, right? For example, if you want your client customer to spend $50 for the thing on your app, he might spend. But a business pays you way rather than more than that. It might pay you $5,000 per month for the same functionality. Why? Because business understand good tools cost way much money, right? Take for example, Salesforce. They don't sell to you and me. They sell to companies who need to manage their customer relationships, right? Their average deal size is over 150K per year per customer. That's the power of B2B. Try to understand it. And the reality check about B2B. Higher revenue per it offers you higher revenue per customer, longer customer relationships, more predictable incomes through contracts. And the challenging parts include longer sales cycles. You might spend 6 to 18 months convincing a company to buy your product, and it's a worthful deal to make, right? And you they will tell me, Karthik, I want to start a tech company, and I will ask who's paying you. Blank stares. You might get a approval or not. Depends on your effort and the company's need. And a real life example, Zoom. Before the pandemic, Zoom was primarily B2B. They sold video conferencing solutions to companies. Their business model was subscription based. Companies used to pay you might get a approval or not. Depends on your effort and the company's need. And a real life example, Zoom. Before the pandemic, Zoom was primarily B2B. They sold video conferencing solutions to companies. Their business model was subscription based. Companies used to pay you might get a approval or not. Depends on your effort and the company's need. And a real life example, Zoom. Before the pandemic, Zoom was primarily B2B. They sold video conferencing solutions to companies. Their business model was subscription based. Companies used to pay uh, uh, some companies used to pay them monthly or yearly for their teams to use Zoom. When COVID hit, the B2B foundation allowed them to scale rapidly. That's the power of B2B. And a startup success story which involves Freshworks. It's a startup named Freshworks, which was started in Chennai. Freshworks provide customer support, and one of the Indian startup success story is of Freshworks. It was started in Chennai. Freshworks provide customer support to businesses globally. They are now worth over $10 billion. It is a classical business B2B model. They don't sell to individual consumers. They sell to companies, right? Uh, who who need better customer needs. That's the power of B2B. And key B2B strategies include focusing on ROI. ROI in the sense return on investment. So if you spend 10 rupees today, and how much uh, the key strategies include ROI, right? ROI in the sense if you spend 10 rupees today, in how much span become individuals or quadruples or whatever your investment price or and it is about building relationships, not about products. And if a company invests on customer success, it could definitely get successful. And focusing on customer problems and approaching it, that would be a hit. And subscription model in B2B incredibly work well. That's well in B2B. Now let's flip to B2C, business to consumer. This is what most people think of when they start imagining of a business. You are selling directly to an individual person, right? That is B2C. B2C is everywhere, starting from Netflix, Amazon, and everything which is directly related to a customer from a company. You are dealing with individual purchasing decisions, emotions, and personal needs. That is B2C. The number game. In B2C, numbers matter really. I mean, that is affordability. Making a minimum viable product is a key in B2C, and that is where people get admired to a brand and start purchasing their stuff. Otherwise, things won't work in B2C. That is a key factor because of success of many B2C business models, right? And that one of the real examples, Swiggy or Zomato, the food delivery platform chains in India. They they purely provide B2C services directly linked to through restaurants and stuff. They also provide subscription services like Zomato Pro for fast delivery and some other thing. The success factor, one of the challenges of B2C is the customer acquisition costs. They are huge. Uh, Companies spend a lot of money in marketing just to let people know that you exist, that a company exists, and making them understand about your work makes your bank balance fade away, and your ROI might also decrease if your efforts doesn't meet customers. The success factors for B2B are that brand building is everything. People buy from brands they trust and love. User experience has to be flawless, and consumers have zero patience, and they might switch to some other product rather than so respecting your genuine interest. They might switch to some other product. Consumers may leave any time. So brand building is everything. It is a key, and user experience has to be flawless. Uh, like providing enough customer support and social issues, social proof, and social reviews are crucial, right? And viral marketing and word of the mouth marketing might make or break the deal. One of the prime example of Indian B2C success stories are include the headphones, both the headphones giant in India. It understood customers by making stylish and affordable based at uh, affordable products. They they built a brand which resonated young Indians with they used influencer marketing brilliantly and focused online sales. And the result is they become India's leading audio brand. That is the power of B2C and monetization. And the monetization now let's go to the monetization models in B2C. Direct sales, one-time purchase. So the companies get money instantly, right? Subscription, Netflix model. It, it is a lifetime thing. So if a person gets addicted to it once and he or she can't get out of it. So freemium model, which includes trial versions or free basic version of yeah, and advertising support. Free for users, advertisers pay. Yeah, marketplace commission, Amazon model, affiliate model, and some other stuff. Here's what it gets interesting. It's FOCO, franchise owned, company operated. This model is revolutionizing how business works in India. What exactly is FOCO? FOCO traditional franchising. You give someone your brand, they invest their money, run the business, and pay you a percentage. And FOCO flips this. You find investors, franchises, who put who put up the money, but you still operate the business. They are silent partners funding your expansion. That is a prime reason why many FOCO-based businesses are succeeding. For example, Zudio. Zudio is a marketing giant operated by uh, Tata Apparel, and it is based on a FOCO based at affordable pricing. Why FOCO is brilliant? So, why FOCO is brilliant? Think about it. You will get the capital to expand and without any limits. And yeah, and if you the FOCO, the company which operates runs that business, and the person who have invested that money get some share out of has to pay a share to that company, operating company who runs that FOCO model. And this is the thing. As I said before, Zudio is a disruptor in FOCO model. So we just currently building a lot of ventures in it at affordable pricing segment. So why FOCO works in India? So Indians love passive income opportunities, and by investing a large sum in FOCO, they get passive income. So rather than leaving that headache and all other stuff, so FOCO gives investors an exposure to business profit without the operational nightmare. Focus success factors include proven business model with unit economics, strong operational systems and processes, transparent profit sharing and reporting, ability to maintain quality across locations, clear legal agreement and exit clauses. And here are the few streams where FOCO thrives: cloud kitchens and food businesses, fitness centers and gyms, educational services and coaching centers, retail and quick service restaurants, service businesses like salons and spas. Yeah, this is the thing about FOCO. Now, so how do you choose which business model works for you and works for your idea? So choose B2B if you are solving a clear business problem. You can demonstrate ROI to companies. You are comfortable with longer sales cycles. You want predictable and recurring revenue. You have expertise in a specific industry. Then go with B2B. Then choose B2C if you're passionate about consumer behavior. You can build more emotional connections with your customers. You can have products that appeals to masses. You are good at marketing and brand building. You can afford high customer acquisition costs. Then B2C is for you. Choose FOCO if you have a proven. Choose FOCO if you have a proven and profitable business model. You need capital for expansion but want to retain control. You can since you are in a location dependent business and that is the center of the city or wherever it is, wherever more crowd is there, and if you want to scale without a traditional funding. Yeah, this is how it works if you want to choose FOCO. And some of the hybrid approaches are many businesses use multiple models. Microsoft sell to businesses B2B and B2C. Many restaurants have company-owned stores and franchising models that works well. And my personal take is if you are starting out, B2B is often easier. Business why based on logic. So if you can solve their problem and show ROI, they will pay. B2C requires more marketing budget and brand funding. For early evangelist, it's gonna be huge, right? And FOCO is fantastic for scaling proven concepts, but you need to nail your business model first. Otherwise, nobody gonna trust you, right? Now, let's talk where people mess up. Copying without understanding. Just because Uber works doesn't mean Uber for X also works, right? Understand why a business model works, not just how it works, right? You need to know the background and learn things which are actionable. And ignoring mistake number two is ignoring unit economics. Your business model is only good if the numbers work. If it costs you 100 to acquire a customer, you who pays you rupees 80, you don't have a business. You haven't expensive hobby. First, learn to make a business profitable in a profitable way, right? Validating early. And the mistake number three is not validating early. Building your business model validation before you protect your product. Talk to potential customers, understand their willingness to a product, and check whether your product solves their problems or not, and test your assumptions. Switch mistake number four, switching models too quickly. Every business model has challenges. Don't jump ship at first sign of difficulty. Give your chosen model time to work. The reality check. No business model is perfect. B2B has long sales cycles. B2C has high acquisition cost. FOCO requires strong operations. Success comes from executing your chosen model. Chosen success comes from executing your chosen model excellently, not from finding the perfect model. Right? All right. Here's what we need to do after this episode. Step one: write down your business model. Business. Step one: write down your business idea and identify who will pay you. Be specific. Right? Research 3 to 5 successful companies in your space. What business model do they use and what can you learn from them? Step three: create a simple revenue projection. How much will you charge? How many customers do we need? What will it cost to acquire them? Step four: test your assumptions. Talk to 10 to 20 potential customers. Ask them directly if they would pay for your solution and how much. Step five: choose your model and commit to it for at least 6 months. Give it a fair shot. Your business model is your business strategy. It's not something you figure out later. It should be one of the first things that you nail down. Whether you choose B2B, B2C, or FOCO, remember this distribution beats perfection every single time. The best business model poorly executed will fail. It isn't business model executed brilliantly will succeed. Before we start your next venture, ask yourself how exactly I am going to make money. If you can't answer that clearly, you are not ready to start. Take time, learn stuff, learn from books, read books which are related to business, and learn stuff. Learn the art of negotiation, and learn how to get clients. Learn some other stuff which are purely related to human psychology and buying preferences. And that's the wrap on to today's reality talk. If this episode help you think differently about business models, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And hey, slide into my DMs and tell me which business model you're choosing to your venture. Until next time, keep it real, keep it profitable. Follow Reality Talks for more. Thank you.